Welcome back. This is Defender Chassis. My name's Scott. Today's project is a cart to store leftover material. If your shop's like mine, you've got a ton of leftover material and you got it stored all over the place. And inevitably, when you know that you need that little piece of 1/2-inch stainless steel plate that you put back 2 years ago, you can never find it. So the idea here is to have one central location to store all that material, and when you know you're looking for a little bit of something and don't have time to run out and buy something new, then you come over here and take a look and hopefully find what you're looking for. Now the construction is pretty simple. It's mostly butt joints. I did do a couple of dados. You absolutely wouldn't have to do that to build this. It takes 2 sheets of 3/4-inch CDX plywood, 10 pounds of drywall screws, and a bottle of wood glue to do this. Its dimensions are approximately 3 foot square. It's 3 foot in the back, and of course, as you can see, everything tapers down to the front. Now, if you're interested in seeing how this thing went together, keep right on watching, and I'll show you some of that footage. If not, you can fast forward to this point in the video, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's all completed and loaded up, and let you see some of the features that I put in. So while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and throw a coat of paint on this thing, and I'll see you back at the end. finished up, stick around at the end of the video. I'll do a little slideshow of some pictures I took before I loaded this thing up. In addition, I'm going to put a link to a rough drawing in the video description. So if you'd like to build one of these, you got a little something to start from. Now, it doesn't include all the details. Things like these dividers that I put in these rear sections to break them up a little bit are not included. In addition, there are some 1.5-inch square blocks that are in the rear corners and here up front in this location that are not included. Now, these ones up front serve a second purpose as well. They give a place for this tray to land, and this tray is not included in the drawings. This was an afterthought, and I built it on the fly with bits of leftover material that I had from cutting the rest of this out. Caster blocks. I also put 4-inch by 5-inch rectangular blocks, 1.5 inches thick in all 4 corners, and the casters are located directly under those blocks, and that gives the 5/16 by 2-inch long lag screws a place to bite into. So now I had another idea that I didn't implement on this yet. I think I still will. And what I'm going to do is cut some plywood to fit in these sections up front and bore some holes in them. And they'll be at 2 different levels, and then slide some short sections of PVC pipe down in them. And that'll give me a place to slide, small material like this 3/16 brass rod that I can't bear to throw away, but I know someday I'll need, and it's kind of going to get lost in the shuffling here with some of this bigger material. So that'll be a future modification. Well, hey, listen, you know the drill. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've got any ideas on how to do this differently, how to do it better, hey, leave it in the comments, send me a private message. And if you got an account, appreciate you subscribing. And I'll see you on the next project. Thanks for watching.